Hey there, gorgeous guys. Version 2 here with Let's Watch the Monster Hunter digital event for March 2021. So I thought this was just Rise, based on what I saw on like them saying, by the way, events are happening, and then we're streaming with like Arix and stuff, and there's a Q&A and things like that. I thought this was just Rise, but this says Monster Hunter digital event. There might be story stuff in here. Hi, Mom. Hi, Zeno's mom. Hello. I don't know who your mum is, but if you watch the stream, fuck yeah, let's go Zeno's mum. Hell yeah. Hype gamer mum, let's go. But this might have story stuff in it too. It's 26 minutes, and I'm curious how much of that is going to be stories and stuff like that. Also, I'm doing this like 2 days late. Because life, you know. Anyway, let's just watch this. People watching in the stream, feel free to let me know if the volume's too loud. It's already too loud. That's already stories. Let's get lower the volume a little bit on capture. Everyone sing along. Who gave Proof of a Hero the right to go so fucking hard all the time? That answers my question immediately. It's on both of these things. Who gave Proof of a Hero the fucking right to go so hard?
Tsujimoto, producer on the Monster Hunter series.
They use different voices for these Rise ones than they use for the Iceborne
Monster
ones.
Hunter Rise,
and they're not all sitting around a table at the Celiana Gathering Hub, and it throws me off every single time. Every single time I'm thrown off by it because it's not that. I've seen these dudes sit around that table in Celiana so often, and I've learned their voices.
Let's have a look at the latest information on Monster Hunter Stories 2: Wings of Ruin. But before we jump into the details, check out the new trailer.
Has Stories been confirmed to come to PC?
Your grandfather, Red,
I know they confirmed
was a
that Rise is
fine,
coming to PC.
upstanding rider.
Nertigante! Hello! Monster Hunter Stories. Can we get a port of Stories 1 to Switch? Otherwise I have to LP it on like a fucking iPad or something from memory. Which I don't want to do. Which I don't want to.
All riders have to strike out.
Never
on
thought
their
I'd
own
see the day of
someday.
Stories 2 being a thing. You're with most people on that.
Use the experience
I know a couple people who prefer Stories over like actual Monster Hunter, and they never expected to get a sequel.
This'll put you out of commission.
Oh, like the commission. Mizu. Also seeing a lot of New World monsters there.
Please.
I like the idea that
I
just
just
the
know
New World
this
monsters
Rathalos
have
will
become
help us
like
once it hatches.
massive like defining monsters in the games now because it's what people introduce to, so now it's always there.
Right.
This is what Red did after Pokemon.
Such a monster that laid waste to the village that once stood on this site. I've never seen anything like this.
So you're saying that inside this egg,
Rathalos! The little baby Rathalos! Oh shit.
Should this Rathalos hatch and awaken to its destructive power, you will be to blame for what happened.
Because it's particularly a Rathalos, or it's a
Are
particularly
you
evil
prepared to
Rathalos?
take that risk?
Or a particularly evil egg with a Rathalos in it?
Rathalos aren't monsters to worship or to make bonds with. Don't you get it? They're nothing but dangerous pests.
You bond with like all monsters, don't you?
Intel spotted. Ratha!
Isn't the idea that this is Pokemon and you get all different Pokemon? Confused. Different version, look at wings. It was a baby. It's just because it hasn't grown up yet. Ah, Wings of Ruin. You might have a point. You might have a point. Wait, co-op? Wait. Stories co-op? Wait, what? There is now multiplayer in this game. Well, damn. Worldwide, July 9th. That's sooner than I expected, actually. Make it look like someone from her. Raisewing Ratha. Ah, yeah. Yeah, it's got like claws at the end. Again, there's a lot of stuff that comes with it seems. If you let Rathalos fuck shit up, it will fuck shit up. Raising a puppy stuff enough? Yeah, but your puppy isn't
Not
as
only
awesome
did
as
it
a
unveil
Rathalos.
more intriguing
Sorry.
plot points, but
Sorry to any
Naviru,
dogs
the
out there.
protagonist partner from the previous installment in the series, also made an appearance. He'll be along for the ride this time as well. The trailer also revealed that the egg you've been entrusted with contains Raisewing Ratha, a monster with black wings spoken about in legend. But
That
what
sounds
does this
like a
legend
deviant.
really mean? Together with Enna and Naviru, you set forth
That
on an
sounds
epic
like a
adventure-filled
deviant.
journey to learn the truth. For more info
Like I've
about
seen
the
that I
game's
haven't done any of the
characters and
deviants in GU
monsters,
yet, but I've
please
seen
check
the,
out
like the
newly
names of the
updated
three of them because
official
I've got the
website.
things, and it's like Dread Queen Rathian.
As shown in
That
the
definitely
trailer,
sounds like a
Monster Hunter
deviant.
Stories 2: Wings of Ruin will have a worldwide release date of July 9th, 2021.
Because the other one's like what, Red something? Has two words as a deviant name. Because yeah, like the Azeroth is Red something Azeroth too. Red Helm
Next,
Azeroth,
we'd like
yeah.
to touch on product
Like the
information.
structure is very much like a deviant name from the
In
three that
addition
I've
to the
seen.
standard edition, we are pleased to introduce the deluxe edition. This digital bundle includes the base game and
Gigante hair, that is
downloadable
amazing.
content, such
That
as
is
layered
godlike.
armor for the player and an outfit for Enna.
Watermelon
As a
Urgan.
pre-order bonus,
Fuzzy.
you can receive the
Come on.
Kimura Maiden outfit
Come
for
on, what
Enna.
are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? Why are the Kimura aesthetics so on point?
Moving along, we'd now like to talk about the 3 amiibo that will be available on the game's release date. They include Raisewing Ratha, your Monstie, Enna the Wyverian, who is
Monstie.
friends with your grandfather Red, and Tsukino, a young hunter's palico. Each of these amiibo will grant you
There
access
was an amiibo
to
for the
special
first game as
layered
well,
armor
right?
specific to that particular amiibo,
I believe there
as
was.
well as a small daily bonus.
My brain
hope
is
you're
saying
as
that there was
excited about
amiibo
them
for the
as
first
we
game
are.
too.
The physical and digital versions of the game, including the
They're called
deluxe edition,
Monsties?
will be available
Are they
for
pocket
pre-orders soon.
monsties?
For more details regarding pre-orders, please visit the official website.
And is
Lastly,
Ratha
we'd like
just
to
the
touch
name
on
of a
special
Monstie
bonus that can be
Rathalos?
obtained in this
Or is that
game
like
by linking
its
it up
name?
with Monster Hunter Rise. If you have save data for Monster Hunter Rise, you can receive Kimura Garb.
Seriously, the
special layered
Kimura
armor for the
outfits are
player,
so
which
on
resembles
point.
the hunter's gear in that game.
Just like basic Kimura armor and like the clothing of the people in Kimura
Development
are
continues
so
on
good.
Monster
They're
Hunter
so
Stories
on
2: Wings
point.
of Ruin as we prepare for its July 9th, 2021 release. We will be offering more details soon, so stay
Bring a
tuned.
port of Stories 1 so I can actually play it without it being ridiculous.
All right, let's dive into the latest info on Monster Hunter Rise,
fucking
which
Nia
releases
soundtrack
on
here
March
is so good.
26th.
Like, it's straight
have
up
a new
Nia. I
trailer
don't care
for
what
you today,
anyone
so
says.
take a
I
look.
don't care if people are just like, oh, it's a female singing in a village, so it sounds like Nia. No, come on, their fucking song sounds like it's from Nia. It really does. Nagakuga and Zenogre. Hell yeah and eh. The hell yes to the Zenogre, by the way. I feel like it's very well. I feel like it's well known at this point if you watch my Monster Hunter videos that I'm not the biggest fan of Nagakuga. My boy Zenogre's using his old design. Seems to be old design with world colors, which I'm fine
They
with.
attack the village in a frenzy.
The colors are the worst part about Zenogre's old
Nobody
design.
knows why this happens, but it came close to wiping out our village last time.
This artwork is so fucking gorgeous. Magnamalo! Gosharog! Greater Zuch. God, this game looks so good. That was a new Silkbind! That was a new Silkbind I saw! Confirmed! Up to 3 Silkbinds! Well, it depends on what weapon that was. That might have been more than that. Fucking Tetranadon just belly flopping all the time. Yo, another one! We're getting new ones! Like we thought, there is
You
more.
are what I call
There is
a
more.
true hero.
Still design bulky and new design's more sleek.
Is giving us so
Barrel's
much
greatsword
hope.
design is back. That's the one where it's just the ridges of its head and a sword. Which is way better. It's also amazing how the old world street, like the old game Street Barath is a way bigger deal than World does. Because in World, it's just nothing. Turns out someone had left a 2 to sandwich in the fridge and they wanted it. And they turned it into a sword. And that was the fishy tuna greatsword. Or whatever it was. Swordfish greatsword. I don't remember that one. Was that Savage Axe mode? Also, what was that spin that the light bowgun just did? Light bowgun just did a spin. Oh god. Oh god, the giant Azeroth. Giant explosions. Turf wars. Yeah, let's go. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on here. It's hard to keep up with it all.
What's that?
It's ugly is what it is. It's ugly. See, I actually someone posted in my Discord that monster at the end there. I tried to avert as much as I could, but I'm now seeing I recognize that's what they posted in the Discord.
Released on
They're
March
banned.
26th. And I'd like to tell you about everything we've
That's so
announced
soon.
so far,
That's so fucking
including
soon.
the trailer you just saw.
The wire bug. I think it's a monster.
First, let's talk about the Wire Bug, which brings
Could
a
be something
variety
else.
of new actions to Monster Hunter Rise.
Fucking the
It
bomb
provides
shit is
some
so
helpful
good.
ways to explore each locale
Throwing
more
bombs
freely.
in midair.
For
Oh,
instance, by using the wire dash to move around quickly and even
Like even
fly
without
through
the
the
other
air.
good additions that I like
You
in
can
Rise so
also
far,
run
just the
along
wire
high
bug
walls until you run out
alone
of
means I'm
stamina.
probably gonna like this game more
Each
than
of the
Ice One.
14 weapon types has its own unique set of attacks using the wire bug called Silk Bind attacks. You can also use the wire fall feature to dodge after taking damage.
It's not always good to use the wire for just
The
because
wire
it
bug
takes
adds a lot of
recharge
mobility
time
to
and you
your
don't get the
moveset like
invincibility
this.
from it, but it depends on the situation. That was another new one!
Switch skills.
How many
a
have I
completely
seen with the
new
Switch axe
feature
now?
To expand your hunter's moveset.
What the hell? There it is.
As you progress in the game, you'll unlock the ability to switch out certain regular
Urgh.
attacks.
That has
and
a spinning
silk
around it. Is that a
attacks at
counter?
will, to create your own hunting style.
Savage Axe returns with Switch skills.
The full game will have additional silk
Whoa,
bind attacks that weren't in the demo, so please.
whoa, Gunlands go burr! Gunlands go burr! What? Wait.
Now I'd like to talk about
Wait,
switch skills,
wait,
a completely
wait.
new feature to expand your hunter's
Because of what it
moveset.
said though. Okay, so this is changing Hunting Edge to Adamant Charge Slash. So you can swap out your wire bug skills. So yeah, like you've got two, you can swap them around. Hell yeah. So Hunting Edge, you fly into the air and that's when you hit them in the head, right? You can change that to a counter charge slash.
As
It's not
you
the spinning
progress in
around
the
it. That's
game,
definitely a
you'll
counter.
unlock the
There's no way
ability
that's
to
not a
switch out
counter.
certain
All
regular
the others do that
attacks
spinning
and silk
stuff.
bind attacks at will.
Yeah, no. Listen.
Switch out
Certain regular attacks? What?
and silk bind attacks at will
What?
to create your own hunting
Because
style.
this charge shelling or Gunlands go burr? We can swap out regular attacks for other ones now? Holy shit! This is going further into the idea of different like ways that GU did things than I expected. Because the different like wirebug skills is like different hunter arts in GU. This is like different styles from GU. At will sounds like it might be mid-battle too. Lots of complexity if so. That would be ridiculous if you could do it mid-battle. From gameplay shown today, it's 2 regular attacks and 1 Silkbind attack.
The full game will have additional silk bind attacks that weren't in the demo, so please look forward to that.
Gunlands go burr.
And then there's Wyvern Riding, a new feature that
Gunlands
lets you bind
go
monsters
burr.
and control them. It's quite exciting
And it
to face
changes
off
up
against
charge
a
shelling,
dangerous
which I
monster and then
usually
just
don't
hop on
use
its
because I
back to
don't
wreak
usually
havoc.
play long shelling. That beam looks great. That beam looks great on Version. That looks great.
This game has a new type of buddy to assist you during your hunts, called the Palamute.
Doggy.
You can ride on its back, and it will attack monsters as well.
Doggy. Doing its
Of
own
course,
wire.
the palicos are
windfall.
back too to provide various kinds of support. In single player, you can bring any combination of 2 buddies with you.
Hell yeah.
But in
Army dog.
multiplayer, each hunter can only bring 1 buddy along. So you'll have
So,
to choose
so it's
between
showing
a palico
everyone
or a
having
palamute.
palamutes with them. Yeah. I feel that, like, you have to go without a lot to not bring a palamute. Because it gets rid of quick travel.
There are 5 distinctive locales
5
in this
locales,
game.
okay. That's the same as Base World. That's the same as Base World.
Shrine Ruins.
Not as much as the old games, but the new maps are way bigger now. So
Flooded Forest.
like they're all one giant area, so there's way more spaces,
Frost
like
Islands.
space in one map than before. So they're only making 5. That's fine. Again,
Sandy
World had
Plains.
6 by the end of it.
Lava Caverns. Each locale has its
2
own
from
unique
Try 3 U.
characteristics.
Damn.
This game also introduces new forms of endemic life that increase
Speary
your hunter's
fish.
stats or otherwise
Whatever
help
they're
out
called.
during your hunts. Make sure you
It's like
search
not everyone brings
every
palamute, you gotta
nook
wait
and
for them.
cranny
No, you
these
just go ahead and
creatures.
start murdering.
You might find something unexpected.
You just go ahead and start murdering. They don't bring a palamute, then they're probably not going to be confident enough as a fighter anyway, so you don't want them with you anyways.
Each locale
Wolfhanger!
has new monsters with
Hi.
their own unique ecologies.
Flooded forest and sandy plains. Nice. Oh,
On the
fucking
draw.
love to look at this thing. I fucking love the look of this thing so much. That thing better have a fucking turf war with Mizutsune, I swear to God. It's literally muddy water dragon versus soapy water dragon. Those two better have a fucking turf war.
Gus Harag.
God, gosh. I'm so glad that the bears finally have like a high level monster. Because this thing seems high level.
Bishatan.
I love that. All the new monsters look great so far. Obviously, how they how it feels to fight them could easily change. But design-wise, I love every new monster so much. Every new monster is fucking great. Even something like Sondercamp is fucking creepy and weird, but it works really well.
Tetranodon.
I hope they're not trying to say that this is every new monster in the game. Acnosom.
Aknosom. Great Izuchi.
I wish the buddies for Great Izuchi worked, like, didn't die so quickly. Hard to say if For You Arise has the better new monster roster.
And of course, Monster Hunter
Yeah, not sure
Rise's
specifically which
flagship
ones
monster,
are For You,
Magnamalo.
but it's a very strong lineup for this one. But I hope they're not trying to say that every monster we're seeing here is a new
It's
monster
also
for this
known
game.
as the
Like,
Wyvern
is
of
every
Malice,
new monster
an
for this game.
extremely
I hope
aggressive
there's at least a
bad wyvern
couple
that
ones that we
pursues its
haven't
prey
seen that are new ones.
relentlessly.
I mean, the final boss is probably the most obvious one. I hope the final boss isn't the thing
Of
that they
course,
showed earlier.
many fan-favorite
I hope that's
monsters
not the
also
final
make
boss,
their
because I don't
return.
want to see it until I fight
We
it.
already announced Rajang.
Oh, is that if that's
Kizu.
For You? That's a really strong fucking
And
lineup.
Rathalos previously.
That's a really strong fucking
But
lineup.
today we showed up
Zamtrios, Nadarella, and Ketchawacha, all For You.
and
all those are
Zinogre
fucking great.
as well.
I love Ketchawacha so much. I mean,
now,
Zamtrios,
Mr.
like,
Ichinose, the
probably my
director of the
favorite
game,
monster now.
will tell you a bit more
Or at
about
least
the
my-
Rampage.
or a bit more about the Rampage. Let's go. Probably my favorite first experience for a monster, Zamtrios. Actually, possibly
Hi,
tied
everyone.
with Shara.
I'm Yasunori
Tied with
Ichinose,
Shara,
the
just in
director on
completely
Monster
different
Hunter
ways.
Rise. It's good to be here again.
What's up?
The Rampage is a quest type where you protect Kimura Village from hordes of monsters. You have to use hunting installations to repel them and keep the stronghold safe. The quest is complete when all of the hordes have been repelled.
All of the
or
hordes?
when the final major threat has been vanquished.
All of
You
the
start off
hordes,
by
like
using
as in
prep time
multiple?
before the monster invasion to place your hunting installations.
Oh wow, it's even more tower defense than what we thought. You're literally going around in a prep phase. Oh my god.
Make sure you place them efficiently.
Mountable, auto, and something else? Wait, so you can have some of them be auto as well? Oh, nice. So you choose which ones you go around and which ones are just going to be automatically doing things. Okay.
When the
There's
counter
so
signal
much
is
information on the
activated,
screen
your
during
hunter's
one of
attack
these.
will increase dramatically. So that's your sign to get up close and personal.
Oh, okay. So there are times where you want to go down and fight personally, and there's times where you want to use the
Your
siege
friends from
equipment.
Komoda
Okay.
Village will join as well.
So there is
and
a flow
provide
to it.
invaluable backup.
What is she able to do with
There
the
are
lens?
also
What the
extra
hell?
powerful monsters that lead the horde, known as
Also,
major
4 monsters
threats
at once.
and
You can see it's up there.
apexes. The goal is to defend the stronghold and repel the monsters.
There's so much
Fight
on the screen
alongside
during
the
one of these.
village's defenders and make sure no harm comes to the village.
Bloons Tower Defense 5 looks different from what I remember. Dude, fucking the amount that I played Bloons when I was a kid. Oh my god. You nailed the exact tower defense
Quest
game that
and
I played
Monster
when I was a
Hunter
kid.
Rise are divided into
And
single
I
player
just pretty
village
much only
quests
used the attack one
and
that
hub
went in 8
quests
directions.
that can be played solo or in multiplayer. Talk
Yeah,
to
there's
the
a lot of, like,
respective
goals to
quest
complete
maidens
during
to
the
take
Rampage
on
as
the
well.
quest you like. In multiplayer, you can use an online connection or a local connection to assemble a group of up to 4 players in the same lobby. Any player in the same lobby can take on a quest from the quest board in the Gathering Hub.
I've now started doing some multiplayer in GU, so this is very much
You can
GU
use shortcuts to join
specifically.
quests in the lobby, even if they're already underway.
Ah, you don't have to go to the board. Okay, you can run around wherever. Bloons in PvZ. Never played PvZ.
There are
personally.
4 levels of difficulty depending on the number of players. And the difficulty
Adaptive? Yeah,
will
it's
adapt on
adaptive.
the fly as players
Wrong
join
key
or
place,
leave.
wrong key time. Quest names are great. They're good.
If you're playing Hub Quest solo, you can use join requests to match up with other players via online communication.
So, hub
Use
quests.
this if you're having trouble completing Hub Quests on your own.
Do hub quests
Players
still
can
scale
also
down
add
to
a
single
Hunter
player
Connect
difficulty?
tag
Because
to
if
match up
so,
with other players who have
what's
the
the
same
point in hub
objectives
quests
or
and
play
village quests
style.
being separate?
You can create your own Hunter Connect or join one made by another player as long as you're invited.
What's the point
You
of
can also
having
invite
village
other
quests and hub
players
quests
yourself to any
if
Hunter
hub quests
Connect
become
you've joined.
single player difficulty if you're on your own? I thought the
Furthermore,
point of it was
there's
that
a
you
like
can have
function to
multiplayer
make it
difficulty.
easier to reconnect with people you've played
Oh,
with.
that would make sense actually, yeah.
When you complete a quest in multiplayer,
That would make a lot of sense,
you can
I know,
send
yeah, no, the
likes to
cutscene.
other players using the directional buttons before
Wait,
returning to the
I'm
village.
gonna pause for a
Other
second. I'm gonna pause for a second because I need to pay attention to what they're actually saying there. I was gonna go back for a little bit. Yeah, no, that was a real problem in Worlds. If you wanted to go through the story with multiple people, like you each had to go watch the cutscene, one person had to join. Yeah, no, that was a massive pain in the ass. So the idea is that the hub quests avoid that, so you can actually play through the game with a series of people together, and that makes sense. That does make sense. Yeah. I still don't know why villages. Well, okay, it's more so if hub quests avoid that bullshit. If hub quests are single player difficulty if you're on your own, I get the point of hub quests. I now don't get the point of village quests. Unless they're just different lists and there are like some different objectives or goals in it. To some extent, I guess. But it seems like everything you can do in village quests, you can do in hub quests. And you're not going to be like hindered because of it. So it does make me wonder why village quests are still a thing. Like, when I go through the game on my own, like when I do my LP of it, I'll be doing the village quests. But, what are they there? Different awards like in GU and other MH games? Yeah, I guess I don't know enough about how the old games actually did it all to really understand the difference. That's, yeah. I don't know enough about the old games to, like, really go, okay, that's why. Because also, you can, like, there is... If it's anything like what it is in GU as opposed, like, World has, like, assigned optional investigations as all, like, separate things, where in GU, everything in a single rank is just all there. Regardless of whether it's a key or an urgent or an optional, it's all in the same list, and you can repeat any of them. Where in, like, Worlds, you can't repeat assignments kind of thing. So I guess, yeah, I guess that helps. You can only get R-Series armor from Hub in GU.
on your own.
Stuff's confusing.
Players can also add a Hunter Connect tag to match up with other players who have the same objectives or playstyle.
Okay, so yeah, you can choose lobbies now to like
You
active
can create
hours.
your own
Let's
Hunter
go.
Connect, or join one made by another player as long as you're invited. You can also invite other players yourself to any Hunter Connect you've joined. Furthermore, there's a like function to make it easier to reconnect with people you've played with. When you complete a quest in multiplayer, you can send likes to other players using the directional buttons before returning to the village.
Oh.
If two players give a like to each other, they'll become mutual likes, making it easier to find each other's lobbies directly.
Oh, okay.
Let's
That's
have a look
cool.
at the camera feature, which
Just
allows
make sure
you
I
to
never
take
do that
pictures
to a
on your
longsword
HUDs.
player. Fuck yeah, let's go.
You can zoom in and out and adjust the composition.
Okay, no, the
picture will display the name
The
of
ecology
creature
part
you
is still in
photographed.
this game. I'm happy. There's still a reason
You
to
can
go
view
around
your
and try and find
pictures
all
on
of the
your Nintendo
ecology.
Switch
That still
console
exists. That makes
or
me
in the
happy.
in-game album.
Also, Spider-Man find out
If
until
you
it
want
comes
to
out,
take
yeah.
a selfie, this adorable little creature will help you out.
Oh, the Cahoots takes a photo for you for selfies. That's amazing. That's so good. That's so good.
Today, we announced the release date for Monster Hunter Stories
That's
2
so good.
Wings
that
of
makes me very
Ruin.
happy.
If you've played this game, you can unlock the default rider armor as layered armor in Monster Hunter Rise.
Oh, let's cross over between the two.
On top of the deluxe kit, which contains another set of traditional Kimura armor, there will
Even
be a
more
variety
traditional.
of paid DLC on the game's release date, including hairstyles, face paint, and NPC voices for your hunter, as well as layered armor for your buddies.
Oh, the hunter voices might be one that gets me. If one of the hunter voices is really good, that's gonna get me and I'll buy it. I want my character to sound like the most ridiculous
But we have
motherfucker when they
another
scream out,
surprise
Mr.
in
Monster,
store.
meet Mr. Weapon!
The limited time demo that was made available in January
Version
will
2!
make
They
its
said
grand
it!
return
They
on
said
the
it!
date
They
shown
said
on
version
screen.
2! Literally wrote it the way that I write it. 2!
This time, we've added a
With no
challenging
spaces or
advanced quest
dots.
where
What
you
the
get
fuck?
to take on the flagship monster, Magnamalo.
Not doing Magnamalo.
This will give you a taste of
I
what
said this
kind
last
of
week while
monster
doing
it is.
GU. I think it's cool that Magnamalo is like in a demo. I want to experience Magnamalo myself for
Taking
the
it
first
down
time
won't
after
be
the
easy,
build-up
but we hope you try
and
it
everything
out.
from the story.
The demo will have fixed
That line
armor
belongs
sets,
only to that one
but in
voice.
the final game, you will of course be
Boo!
able to adjust your own armor
Boo!
and skills.
Boo!
If you already played
Big
the
ol'
demo
boo.
in January, you can update it to this new demo to add the Magnamalo quest. And to reset your remaining number of tries as well.
Boo. Only
so
fine I can
you
play this rest. You
start
just need to wait for
fresh.
the streamer. Fuck yeah. I mean,
The four
they saw
quests
me
from the
playing
January
Monster
demo
Hunter,
are still
and then they saw my other LPs
So
where I
if
say,
you're
you know
playing
what
the
I
game
really
for the
like in
first
video games,
time,
and probably some of
you
my
might wanna
favorite
start
shit?
with those.
Movement mechanics. So they made Monster Hunter with movement mechanics. This game is made for me, and that just confirms it.
For our final bit of news for
Each voice
today,
has different
have
lines.
a look at the
I'm-
following trailer.
I'm upset. I'm upset. The following trailer? You just showed us a trailer. You just showed us a trailer. Title updates, but also... Oh, it's happening! Oh, it's happening! Let's go! Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! Best Elder Dragon, let's go! Hello! Let's fucking go! Our first confirmed Elder Dragon for this game, and it's a post-release thing, and it's a fucking Chameleos! I also love how it doesn't attack the fucking Palago or anything. It goes up, grabs
We are
its
planning
spear, and
3
throws it back at
updates
it, and
for
just walks
after
away.
The game's release.
I fucking love Chameleos so much. Yo, what? Can't wait for you to fight Valstrax. Oh, I'm excited. I'm so excited to fight Valstrax. It kicked my ass so hard. I'm so excited to see it. Yo, what? No one will believe you. Chameleos is just there to have fun. Chameleos doesn't consider that it's fighting you in any capacity. No, in no way does Chameleos think it's a fight. Chameleos is playing. Yo, several new monsters available from the end of April. Fucking what? This title update isn't just Chameleos? What the fuck? Also, the HR cap doesn't unlock until the end of April? Kind of feels like the game's not done. If we're getting Chameleos and several new monsters at the end of April, along with the HR cap unlocking, it feels like the game's not done. From what I've heard, that's a mistranslation. That's a big mistranslation to make. Like, this literal, like, what is written here, multiple monsters, Chameleos, and unlocking HR cap, it makes it sound like the post-game's not finished. Like, this sounds like you beat the story, and then post-story, like, you fight the couple things that each unlock your HR cap, if it's anything like World, are not done. If this is accurate, it sounds like it's not done. But that if that's a mistrans, all like it requires you to unlock HR cap to fight new monsters. That would make more sense. That would make more sense. You can't get to Chameleos until you get that. That makes sense.
The first update will include several new monsters, such
Several
as
monsters with one
which we
title
announced
update.
today.
That's fucking huge.
It
That's
will also
fucking
unlock your
huge.
Hunter rank cap and add some related features. We will tell you about other updates at a later time.
Multiple monsters in one title update is a huge fucking deal. If every title
Let's look
update
at
is
the
multiple
product info
monsters,
for Monster
how
Hunter
many
Rise
fucking monsters
one
is
more
this game
time.
gonna have? How many
the
is it
game
gonna
releases
have?
on
if that's the
Friday,
case?
March 26th, 2021.
Can I buy the amiibos yet?
There will be both a standard edition and a deluxe edition containing recommended DLC.
I still can't buy the amiibos.
On the same day, we will also release
It still won't
3
let me
different
buy a
amiibo.
Palico and Palamute amiibo. I can't pre-order them.
As a
forget the
pre-order
G- oh,
bonus,
yeah.
you can also get layered armor for your
You're gonna have like
Palico
multiple
and
monsters,
Palamute,
everything, and then
as
next
well as a
year at
novice
some point,
talisman that'll
we're
help
gonna be
out
getting
during the
fucking
early
G
stages of
rank
the
for
game.
Rise. We're gonna be playing
Make
Rise
sure
for the
to
next 2 to
pre-order
3
so
years,
you
everyone.
Don't miss out.
And it looks like it's going to have 1 million monsters.
We hope you
It's gonna
enjoyed
rival
today's
fucking
show.
GU by the end of it.
To reiterate, Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin is releasing on Friday, July 9th, 2021. And Monster Hunter Rise will be available on Friday, March 26th.
That's fucking 2.5 weeks away.
Thanks for watching.
That is so fucking soon. Pretty sure it always has larger roster than baseball before all the updates. Absolutely, absolutely. I'm pretty sure base worlds after updates was like 39 or so. I'm pretty sure it was under 40. We've got to be pushing that already for this game. We've got to already be pushing that. Like, if you gotta get a drink before Yakuza, that is fair. I'm gonna spend a bit talking about this, so you definitely have time to get a drink. So there wasn't like a ton of bombshells in this. Like a lot of the information explaining about Rise wasn't massive. But the stuff that was massive was huge. Was huge. Switch skills seem to be even more over the top than what we thought it was already going to be. Because it includes normal moves along with Silkbind moves with multiple per weapon. That's huge. We're combining like Hunter arts and style switching from GU and it's putting it into this new system where it flows way better, it seems. Because like already, I think everyone already agrees. Wirebug skills are way better than Hunter arts ever were. They're so much better. They flow into the combat way more. Like it's not a meter that you just very slowly build up and then you get one big thing. It's a resource management thing that does that. Are you gonna stream today's Monster Hunter event as well? There's a today one. Is that just the Q&A? Because if it's just a Q&A, probably not. Probably not. What is that? I know there was 3 things happening, but I don't remember what they were. I don't remember what they were. Because if it's just a Q&A, probably not. Only because I have other things to do. Monster Hunter. I was going on to their Twitter. Which I now can't find. Yeah, gameplay tutorials and direct to Q&A. Probably not. I don't want to say too much, kind of thing. I don't want to say too much, so I'll probably stay away from that because I don't want to see just absolutely everything possible before the game comes out. So probably not. But yeah, fucking switch skills is a huge deal. Like, a lot of the information was just, here's little bits of information about how things work. And that's cool information to know. It's cool to know. They're not just major revelations of, holy shit, there's this. Of just like, damn, that works well. Damn, they're like simplifying these things and they're making these things work well. Like, it's more so that. So, like, it's not massive deals. The Rampage stuff I feel like I'm saying this a lot for this game. And I feel like there's probably a lot of other people who are also saying this type of stuff for this game. Of, wow, does this look like the type of stuff they've had in the previous games for Monster Hunter, but way better. Rampage looks like good Siege. It looks like the first good Siege that we have in a Monster Hunter game. I would say Safi'jiiva, but Safi'jiiva's barely a Siege. It's a 3-phase boss fight. It's not a Siege. But this, you set up, you prep, there's a massive reason to use as much of the weaponry as you can. You're fighting off tons of monsters. You've got moments during it where it will, like, tell you, go use your weapons, because your weapons are now more powerful. So you've got a switch of just, it's not just, oh, always attack, because the siege weaponry is kind of useless, or only use the siege weaponry, and it's just a first-person shooter for the entire thing, because there's no point attacking. There seems to be that ebb and flow of it. There's obviously, you'll want to wyvern ride during all of this. So there's going to be a lot of, like, the siege of the Rampage won't just be doing one thing the entire time. You'll be constantly dynamically switching between things, depending on the situation, which I feel is what they've always wanted sieges to be, and have just never accomplished it. You've got a prep phase, so, like, you've got way more involvement in just determining how you want to go about it. It's not like a siege of just, oh, there's a couple ballistas on the side, you could use those, I guess, but no one does. Yeah, what do you kill first? What do you ride to kill? Like, do you want to ride the boss? Do you want to ride the most powerful monster that's there to try and kill all the others quickly? So you've only got to deal with the one thing, or do you want to use each of the little ones to try and get as much damage on the big one as much as you can? There's choices to make. There's dynamic flow of it constantly changing and everything like that. The Rampage looks really good. Like everything that I've said with Rise so far in terms of gameplay, it's stuff that looks really good on the surface from a first impression standpoint of just like, damn, this is doing stuff that we want Monster Hunter to do because it's addressing like the direct complaints that people had about World or maybe some of the older games. How that stuff feels when you've done it a million times and how will it feel when you're like going through it repeatedly at endgame and stuff is to be seen. Will the Rampage get tiresome or boring or too samey if you do it too often? Will the, like, endemic life and the Speary birds and stuff like that, will that become too tedious when you get to the end of the game? Will the wirebug stuff just be about only using the wirebug stuff or only using wirefall because the skills kind of fall off compared to what you're doing for other things because they take too long? How will all of this feel in endgame is to be seen so far, and I'm not going to make any judgments on how any of this is going to feel endgame. But with how different a lot of this is to World, that is the biggest worry that I have. Will endgame still be satisfying? Because all this stuff looks like it's going to be really fun to start using, and I just hope it's still fun at the end of it. Like, I'm someone who enjoyed Scout Flies in World. I like the tracking of a monster. I like how much World feels like you're actually hunting a monster. You're going out into the field, you're prepping a little bit on the field, you're tracking the monster down, you're trying to find them and everything like that. You're using the environment to your advantage depending on which zone the monster's in. It feels like hunting, and the world around you is a big important part of your individual hunt on a monster, which, playing the older games, that's not the older games at all. But that stuff can get a little tiresome or not as useful by the time you get to endgame. Like, Scout Flies kind of get in the way a little bit, where it's just like, oh, fucking, I haven't hunted this monster for like 10 hunts. I've lost its level a little bit. Where is this first footprint so I can follow the rest of it to just get to the fucking monster? God damn it, where are you? Like that gets a bit annoying and stuff like that. Or just, oh, I need more items. I'm just gonna mine everywhere. Or just, oh, I have a full item patch because I'm prepared for the hunt properly. So I can't gather the items as I'm running past them and everything like that. How will that stop? Like, it's not bad end game, all of those elements in World. It's just, it's not as good as it is early game. And you still feel, and some of it still feels like it gets in the way. So all of those new elements of how all this functions, how that works endgame for Rise is my biggest concern. Only because it's impossible to judge how that stuff's going to feel endgame until we play it ourselves. It can feel so fantastic to just like actually go, all right, I've worked out, like, there's going to be guides within like a week of just, here are some great paths to take between zones to level up stuff for Speary Birds. And it might feel good to just be like, I can go into a field, I can get a bit of prep done while I'm walking towards the monster, and it feels like every part of the process matters, which I personally really enjoy. But by the time I get to the end of the game, is it just going to be like, ugh, half of every single one of my hunts just running around to particular zones on the map, and the other half of it is actually fighting the monster. Will it feel like that at the end game? I have no idea, and no one does until we play it. So that's like my one big concern with Rise, and it's not a concern because I've seen something that's made me concerned. It's only a concern because it's impossible to know until we get our hands on it. Everything else looks great, though. Everything looks great. I said it before. Everything about Rise feels like it's tailored towards specifically fun. Is it tailored towards specifically giving us the best difficulty, the most raw experience, the most true experience of what Monster Hunter is? Is it designed to be like the most accessible game out of all of them, the most friendly for new players and everything like that? Is it meant to be the most lifelike game out of all of them? Its goal so far seems to be pure fucking fun. Out of all of them, it's got wild movement mechanics that you can just run around everywhere and have fun with that. You've got over-the-top ridiculous moves that you can use even more frequently than you could use Hunter Arts back in GU. Weapons are easier to make now, so you can swap between multiple different playstyles. You can change your playstyles on every individual weapon. It just tells you where the monster is, so you just go to it and fight it if you want to. You can run around and explore if you want, or just book it straight to fight the monster. You've got a Rampage, which is over the top, explosions, a million monsters killed at once. Like, all of it seems like it's geared towards specifically just being the most fun Monster Hunter can be. And I hope that that fun lasts the entire time. Because again, it's just like, people like Worlds, but people have issues with the challenge in World. Endgame is either it's too easy because because you're too powerful, or they have to rely on annoying gimmicks or time limits and stuff like that to make the hunt at the end of the game actually as difficult as they want it to be for it to be a high level challenge. And people have their issues with that. Is this game going to have that? I don't know, but it seems like everything's just geared towards fun. And I hope that stuff that looks like it is just pure fun isn't going to be intrusive by the time we get towards the end of the game. That's my only issue, and I hope that it's fine. Or, you can't just pet the dog. You can have the dog jump on top of you and start licking your face as you give it full body rubs. The best game ever made. Best game ever made. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling about this. I don't know if I'm going to do a stream for the demo. Because it seems like it's just Magnamalo that's added, which I'm not doing. I'm not fighting Magnamalo, so I don't know if I'm actually going to stream any more of the demo. Because part of me doesn't want to continue playing the demo this close to release. I kind of want the game to still feel extremely fresh once I actually get my hands on the actual game. I don't want to go into the game just being like, yep, I know all the weapons, I know how all this works, I know how it feels, and I just gotta go fight the monsters. I want even just using the weapons to still feel fresh while I'm playing through it. So I've only touched the demo very small amounts ever since doing my first stream of it. So I may not stream the update for the demo, especially as I won't be fighting the new monster in the demo. The game's out in like 2 weeks, so I'll be streaming it like the very first second that I can stream Rise, I'll be streaming Rise. So I'm thinking I might just wait for that, but that's very, very soon. It's very, very soon at this point, so I don't think it's too bad. But I'm going to end it here. That'll be in like 2 weeks. So until then, this is Version2, signing out.